Hey guys, ASMG here. So if I sound a bit dead, it's because of my allergies, but I did want to start a new segment on my channel called ASMG Discussions, where I go into certain topics and the state of Bleach Brave Souls. So for today, we're going to go with the topic, is dodge rate dead? So the pinnacle of dodge rate in PvP was with this character here, Barragan. Thing is that made him really good in PvP, and so toxic as the community called him back in the day. And I honestly used and abused him heaps in PvP, is not only because of his stats, but he's a ranged character. Most of his strong attacks do pushback, which is really good for a ranged character too. He had Debilitator and Weakening. Same thing with his special, he does Weakening, it's got Debilitator, but when you use the Weakening wouldn't finish until you get another Soul Bomb, so you can keep using that Soul Bomb over and over again and maintain Weakening on your enemy unless they took the Soul Bomb, which is why they called him the toxic character. And he could stall for so long in the game, and he could take on two people at once if he actually had the Soul Bomb cycle going. So really good character, but the reason why people use dodge rate in PvP is due to a couple of things. One, to stall the game. Two, to stall the game until they get the Soul Bomb as well. Three, let off their strong attacks. But nowadays you have one of two options if you want to go through those paths, and they are either dodge rate or damage reduction. So with damage reduction, there's only one character who's beyond 11%, and I'll show her off right now. I actually don't have her, and this is my second account. This is why the album looks so empty. But here she is, Suzumo Bachi, the only 15% dodge rate character. But in regards to damage reduction, we have multiple 20% damage reduction characters, where now you can finally stack 80% damage reduction. So I got a little table I want to show you guys. So here's a table I made. So we got 48% dodge, which is the max you can get currently, and 80% damage reduction, which you can obviously get right now if you have enough 20% damage reduction links. So every hit is 1000 damage, which makes it easier to calculate. Plus I rounded up dodge 48% to 50%, so it's exactly 1 in 2 hits that you will dodge if you're going through probability. So every second hit for dodge rate, you jump up 1000 damage, because the character will be dodging 1 in 2 hits. So one hit will take 0 damage, or she will take 0 damage, and then the second hit they'll get hit for 1000, and by the end of the 10th hit they'll get hit for 5000 damage. But in damage reduction, where you got 80% damage reduction, you're neglecting 80% of that damage, so you're only taking 200 damage per hit. So if we go all the way down to the 10th hit, we got 2000, and the difference between dodge 50% or 48% and damage reduction 80% is a massive 3000 damage. So you're taking more than half of the dodge rate damage you would have took if you had damage reduction, which is absolutely mind-boggling. Thing is, even if Caleb made multiple 15% dodge rate characters, you'd have a maximum of 60% dodge. Damage reduction will still take less damage than 6% dodge rate. Thing is, it's definitely dead, and Caleb should have thought about damage reduction properly to make dodge a useful link in PvP. I think it could have changed. They could have made the meta a bit more different and diverse if they allowed dodge to be slightly higher than damage reduction. My idea on how they could have fixed this was make maximum damage reduction like 50% or 60%, and then dodge is like 60, 70. Like, it would have made people use dodge more often and dodge characters more viable in PvP. There's not much dodge characters in PvP. I honestly see none at all. The only one I used to see was Red Barra, but he's out of the meta as well. Now all you got is either really hard hitting frenzy characters with high SP, or characters with Poison Flurry, and some other top tier units I don't have one or the other. So it's really interesting that Caleb didn't really think out if dodge will be useful in PvP. Do people use it in PvE? I don't really see people using it in PvE either. They go with NAD, SAD, stamina recovery, and like I said, frenzy links or the damage reduction links, which is even better in PvE as well. So yeah, dodge links, I highly recommend that you don't use them. If you do want to stall anything, go for damage reduction. You can see the massive difference in damage taken. Also, if you do have a soul trait character with dodge rate, try to use another character. It's kind of like a waste of a soul trait. Sometimes it does save you, but I highly recommend damage reduction over dodge. hopefully you guys enjoy this segment. It's kind of new. I have some more topics in my head, and if you have more topics for me to go through, just hit me down in the comments below and I'll give my opinion about the discussion you want. And hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and like I said, hopefully you guys use damage reduction over dodge rate, and enjoy the rest of your day.